Good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk on the Inside Scoop, 802 Scoop, 185 North Main Street in Barrie. I forgot my coffee in the car. Like, I never do that. It's out in my car.
Want me to call somebody? Want me to call somebody to get it?
Literally come to an end between now and that you don't even know. That's like insane that I did that. I never do that.
This will be an abbreviated show then.
No, I might make it, but I can't promise that I won't send the camera to you and make you talk for like whatever 2.3 seconds or something. So, so I could go out and get it. They can barely hear us. So let's try to jack this up a little bit and see if this helps us any better. Thank you, Hillary. Hopefully that is better. But I'm freezing.
Welcome to Vermont. It was 80 degrees, 3 days ago?
Yes.
And it's 45 today?
I'm a super wuss. I'm not going to lie. It just seemed to happen too quick, too quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we don't know it was coming, but.
Yeah, but I kind of like it when it, slowly migrates from hot to cold.
Right.
Instead of this
right,
2-day switch.
Right, we got to have a few days in the high 60s, low 70s, which I think are coming up. Yeah.
Next week is supposed to get back up like 60s.
Yeah.
Man, look, I got to wear a hoodie.
Well, I put one on today,
and of course
too.
I wear my 802 Scoop.
I know, hoodie. You're so good about that.
You usually wear yours, but
I wore mine the other day, so it's in the laundry. Yeah.
Do you look very stylish with your little hooded sweater?
It's warm. That's all I cared. I didn't even give a shit about style. That all goes out the window when it becomes, this temperature. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Fleece line tights all friggin' winter long.
Really?
Damn straight. I'm a wuss, and not afraid to admit it. Yeah. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. How about you?
Good. It was pretty
busy.
good.
You were real busy.
It was crazy busy. We had the event. I was over at Wilkins Harley Davidson for the domestic violence ride on Saturday. I was over there with Kate Aylward, and that was great. It was a great turnout, and Wilkins served hot dogs after, and the ride was done by donation, and of course all the proceeds went to Circle. So that was awesome, and then I went home, and unfortunately I didn't come down here for the homecoming parade. Michael did though, and he did get that on video and posted that up, and I'll tell you a funny story about that in a second. But and then I went home and got all of the food prepared for the celebration of life that I was having for someone on Sunday.
Yep.
And that literally took the rest of my day well into the night, and I was exhausted. Yeah, but so Michael came down and was all set up shop down kind of near, must be Community National Bank and the American Legion, because
Yep.
not American, yeah, American Legion, because he could see straight across. And he was down there recording, and there was a gentleman who I know very well, and I told him that I was going to make this haunt him, and so I'm not kidding. I'm going to tease him forever about this. But they were throwing candy. So this gentleman that we know, and we know him very well, he may or may not live with Barb Druge, but he was bending over to pick up the candy to give to some kids, and he was showing a little bit too much crack. And so, like a lot of it, too much. And so Michael had to delete the video and edit that part out because it literally made it X-rated,
So it was,
you know? And we wanted to be able to share it with the, the school, tag the school or whatever. But yeah, I will forever harass him about that. And he immediately sent me a text once he knew it happened, because Michael got he sent me a text and said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know what's going on, mind you. I'm up at cooking, doing stuff at home, and I get this text that said, I'm sorry I showed crack while Michael was videoing." And I had no clue what that meant, and until I started getting messages from Barb and Michael in a group text telling me all about the crack problem that they
Was it
were
live?
having. It was live.
Oh, gosh.
And so, yeah, but he took it down right away.
Yeah.
There were still quite a few people that saw it live, over 500. So, but the one that remained was edited to take out the crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's the beauty and the curse of being live.
Oh boy.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We've seen some crazy shit over the years.
That's why they have that America's Funniest Videos.
That's
show,
right.
you
Oh,
know?
we could do a few of those for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
So, good afternoon, Glenn. Good to see you. And good afternoon, Hillary. Speaking of Hillary, Race to Read. It was a wrap. They had a great year.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, they do such great things. They
Yeah.
really get the kids involved, and who knows what she's going to do next. I can't imagine she's going to sit still for an entire winter.
No.
No.
She'll find something.
Well, she'll probably be over there at Campo Divino helping Taylor out or something.
Yeah.
She does that.
Really?
Oh, yes. One night we needed something here for a function, and Hillary brought it.
Wow.
Yeah. She had been over there helping out. Yeah. They have bracelets to sell. That's right.
Oh,
You need to send us the
right.
link for that.
That's right.
And so that we can talk about that more. And maybe you and your family can come in and talk about that more, and we can get some of those selling.
That'd be cool.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to school with her mom.
You did?
Yep.
Nice family.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Can't say enough. But they did. They had a great year, and of course, no more Thursday night race, no more race. It's done. Milk Bowl was it.
Just
Marcel
like that.
Gravel took
It's like, like when we were talking about the weather earlier, how it changes so quick. And then it's like, it seemed like, only a month ago or so that, Thursday night started at Thunder Road. And now, boom, it's done.
I know, it's insane. It really is. It doesn't take long at all. At all. Let's see. What do we got for events happening? We have more baseball stuff?
I have two more weekends of fall baseball. Mm-hmm. Last week, they were supposed to play Saturday last week. They got moved to Sunday at 1. Mm-hmm. And it was up at Richmond. Wide open field, sun beating down. It felt like 90 degrees out in the sun that day. Mm-hmm. So this week, there's a game in, let's see, Jericho, I think, or Underhill, one of those. And then they finish up next weekend up at Bond Field. And that's it for
And then they're
fall
done.
baseball.
They're done with that.
And then basketball starts traveling. Yeah.
And you have grandkids that do that as well.
Yep, I
So
sure do.
you better kick it into high gear, Papa. That's what we got to say about that.
Yeah.
Did they talk you into carving pumpkins for Kay yet?
No.
Did you pick out your pumpkin?
No.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. I'm not
You don't have much longer, because you're going to be dropping them off pretty soon.
Really? So when do they have to be dropped off?
You got to drop them off by, let's see, 21 operated fairy lights. Yeah, they ask that you use the fairy lights or the tea lights. Don't carve them. Don't put a candle in there. But you can drop them off between October 25th and October 26th, or both of those days, so Saturday and Sunday. And then the display starts on October 28th and goes the 28th, 29th, and 30th.
I got time.
Yes.
You made it sound like I had to have it done tomorrow or something.
Well, you've got to figure out what you're going to do, because you got to do something special.
Whatever clicks in my head, it's just like,
You're just
boom.
going to carve it out, no problem.
We'll just.
Yeah. This is a big deal. It's for Kay Roberts, and this is something that she always wanted to do. And I mean, Ruth is just a great lady. And she sets up this display right there at 21 Red Farm Road. And you should really go check it out.
I think I might have to.
And before that, you got to go just the street below Red Farm, off of Richardson, turn onto Richardson, take your first right onto Jorgensen Lane.
Jorgensen, yeah.
And check out this Halloween, I don't even know what to call it. It's amazing. And he makes all of the stuff himself.
So it's all decorated, his house?
Decorated, animation,
Really?
Everything. It's amazing. You got to check it out.
And there's also the Woodridge.
Totally creepy.
The Woodridge thing, too.
Yes, the Woodridge thing is coming up. That's super important. That means so much to the people that live there. It really does. They love to see the kids coming, and they give out candy, and they've got the little pumpkin walk, and it's a lot of fun. If you've never been, it's worth it. Even if you're an adult, to put on a witch's hat and go up there, you'll make everybody's day. Like, they just absolutely love it.
I was going to be a dickhead. Said, "Do you have an extra hat?"
Of course I do. Of course I do. But you're not using my broom. I draw the line right there, Jeff. You're not using my broom.
All right.
It's hands off that thing. That's special.
Was it like a turbo broom?
Yes, it
zip
is.
all over the place?
It is. Yep. It's missing a few bristles, but yeah. I think I left those stuck up somebody's butt, because,
Yeah.
people get a little bit around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of around here, I was talking to you about this before we went live, and I have to mention this because it's something that happened here earlier this week, and the rumors circulating that I'm hearing make me really sad. They break my heart, because they just do. I don't understand people. But we had an elderly gentleman who had lived here for 23 years.
Wow.
His name is Derek, and Derek was a janitor at U32 for many years. Had to get done, retire after having a stroke, but he didn't get done. That is just like, he had to be busy. He was always seen around here washing the windows, sweeping out front, vacuuming the hallways. You'd see him and he'd have his little backpack vacuum on, or, he was always doing something. And then I learned he also used to go over to Summer Street Auto and do the same thing, clean like crazy over there. It's just, he had to stay busy. And if you saw him and you said to him, "Derek, don't do that, that's too much," and that would offend him greatly. But he was 81 years old, and we lost Derek. He passed away. And so that was the commotion that was happening here, if that's what people want to call it, on Monday. You know, that is what happens when, you know, he lived alone. And so when he was discovered, you call the ambulance, and the ambulance and the police come, and the police remain on scene until the ME can come. And, you know, he had one family member who was away out of the country. So you have to wait for all of these things to know, okay, is he going in the ambulance to, you know, to Berlin? Is he going to a funeral home? There's a lot. And so were the police hung, you know, around here for quite some time. They were here a few hours. God bless them. They were just so compassionate, so amazing. But they had to be here for a while before Derek came out.
They have to stay on scene until the ME shows up.
But the rumors of that, you know, there was a murder here, and that there was this, you know, big investigation, and it was some sort of bloodbath upstairs, and, you know, the craziness is, I'm like, are you kidding me? It's just disgusting. It blows my mind, the shit that people will say and come up with when they have no idea. It just, I don't know. It makes no sense.
People watch too much TV. You watch those police shows on TV.
People do something.
You know?
I don't know. But it blew my mind, and but couldn't be further from the truth about what happened. And what happened actually was this building, this community, lost a really amazing man. He had a heart of gold. He knew everyone. He was just an absolute gem. He was a gem, and he'll be missed by a lot of people for sure. And it's just shameful that there's like no respect for any of that, or the truth, or, you know, of what really happened. So there's the truth. That's what really happened here at 185 North Main Street, above Aaron's Furniture. Nothing crazy, drastic that the police are you know, withholding information, or, you know,
unreal.
Yeah, you know, something terrible is up, and the police are, you know, holding the information, and they are not letting the community know. And get over yourselves.
Really?
What the hell? The police actually did a fantastic job, and we were with some of the most compassionate, respectful people that day that we could be with. And kudos to them for hanging out. And, you know, when they come to a scene like that, they, like, in his apartment, they stay in the apartment until the appropriate people arrive. And, you know, no matter how long it takes. And they did that. And we were super grateful for them. So thank you to Berry City PD, the EMTs, the fire department, everybody that helped out with that, for sure. And thank you, Glenn. Yes, may he rest in peace. He was a great guy. So, yeah.
See, it has to be, people have to have this imagination where you see something like that and automatically, someone was murdered, you know, there was this, there was that.
And immediately start, like, gutting our police, you know, like, right for the jugular, as far as the police and how crooked they are, and they're withholding information, and putting the public safety at risk, and wow. Yeah. I don't know who started that rumor or that bullshit, but they really need a good reality check. Yeah, with something right up the backside of the head. I mean, come on. It's
You
it's
know,
horrible and it's disrespectful.
it's too bad they can't, just every now and then take some people out on a call with them, and show them what it's really like.
I know.
It's not like TV police.
No, we would love to be able to start featuring like body cam video or something.
Yeah.
So that people had a understanding of what goes on. I think the body cam video that was released not long ago, it was actually released by the guy that got arrested. The purpose of the release was that, they thought they were showing us all the police brutality when it really showed us what an idiot they were and what a great job our force did.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but it was a really great thing, I think, for the community to see just what they all deal with. It is absolute insane in the way they kept their cool that day. I don't know how they did it because I would have kicked that guy's ass in about 2 seconds. I would have been done with him.
That's what I was
the
going to say.
first time he spit or bit or they spit or bit, whatever. And that's the other thing. The officers were super respectful of that, the pronouns they were using, the entire thing. They were respectful. It was that person that was the asshole. By far.
Yeah.
And it finally showed a little bit of that, of the humility and what they go through. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that whole thing, and, that person was just egging them on, trying to get them to say or do something they shouldn't.
Absolutely.
And both of those officers, in fact, all three of those officers at one point, went above and beyond to be very polite, gave that person, if they needed something like the water, needed water to wash his eyes out. They were very, very professional.
Yeah, I thought they did great. So, but I would love to see more of that. I really would, because I think it really showed a little bit of that crap.
Right.
For sure.
Versus the footage of McGowan's episode. You didn't see the whole thing.
Right, you didn't see the whole thing. You only saw what people wanted you to see.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I thought he held restraint. I'm straight up. I know that some people gasp when I say that, but I know a lot more people that don't gasp when I say that.
Yeah.
He showed some incredible restraint because after what that asshole has put the force through and the community through and continued to in the same day.
Yeah.
I mean, several events in the same freaking day.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was probably lucky it was McGowan and not somebody off the street because I'm not so sure that they would have stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't have.
No. I mean, he's still sitting in prison right now, and that's where he needs to be until they can find a very long-term mental health facility because that's where he needs to be.
That's where he needs to be.
Yep. And who knows? Maybe someday we can get Officer McGowan back on the force.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
He's up there in St. J now. I consider them pretty lucky.
They're lucky, and it's bad. It sucks for him. It's a long commute every day.
Yeah. Yeah, on top of the stress and whatever of the job as it is, the long days as it is. Yeah. Super sad. This Saturday at Wilkins is Barb's Bologna Day. Have you ever been to Barb's Bologna Day?
No.
So Barb she was known for giving out bologna sandwiches. Remember the other day you were talking about cookies and I asked you, did you get bologna sandwich? Because I thought that's what you were going to say. You and Dick Wabi. You said, no, you got cookies, right? When you rode the bike, or was that Dick? Dick, he got the cookies.
He got
didn't
cookies.
Get bologna sandwich. But this Saturday, starting at noon, they're giving away free bologna sandwiches until they're gone
Yeah.
up there at Wilkins. Yeah, it's a special day for Barb
Yep.
in memory of her, you know.
Yeah. Well, like
Barb's
Dick and I talked
Bologna
about,
Day.
she was part of the Lebanese community.
Yeah. In the bologna is the Lebanese thing.
I don't know. No, must be. I think probably Harry liked bologna sandwiches, but
You think so?
I always did as a kid. I still like a bologna sandwich.
I do too. Every once in a while, bologna and cheese. Why not?
Yeah.
But it has to be German bologna. German bologna sliced super, super thin. None of that thick Oscar
No, I don't like
Mayer
that.
shit.
No, I don't. No.
No.
It's got to be deli bologna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sliced right there.
Yeah. Super thin.
Yep.
Yeah. My dad will fry it up. He gets it sliced thick and fries it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fried bologna.
Yeah. Fried bologna sandwiches. He loves fried bologna sandwiches and fried Spam sandwiches. Yeah. And he thinks he's doing a great stroke of business because he gets low sodium ones now.
Oh,
Low sodium
that a
Spam.
boy guy.
Yeah. Low sodium Spam.
Does he do Spam and eggs too? Or?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Spam and eggs. Yep. He sure does. I don't know. I have tried Spam before, of course, fried Spam, and but not fried bologna. It's probably the same thing, except
Yeah.
not as salty,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. None of it's probably good for us. Yeah. Glenn says, and now he's hungry.
Well, have some Spam and eggs, Glenn.
That's right. Spam and eggs or a fried bologna sandwich. The Calcutta tickets, the Veterans Place third annual Calcutta raffle, that it is all proceeds go to the Veterans Place. That's going to happen right over at Gusto's. The tickets are sold out.
Good job.
So great job to the ladies, Candy and Sheila. Those are sold out. I'm going to bring my dad.
Good.
Yep. It's he's
They have
never
a-
been.
That has a meal,
He's-
right? So is he going to have like
he'll
fried
have
bologna?
he'll have the steak dinner.
Oh.
He gets a steak dinner. But he never goes to these. He doesn't do much.
Yeah.
He doesn't get out much. And
Yeah.
he's a veteran. And so I said, you want to go? And he's pretty excited about
Good.
going, actually. So
Good.
that'll be good. Yeah. I figure I might as well take him with me.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
If I buy a ticket and get 2 meals, might as well take him with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And he was game.
Good.
He was all game. So he's ready to rock and roll. Something else I've seen posted, maybe we can talk about this for a little bit, just so you can help explain city roads versus state roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
So-
seen some upset lately.
So we have, well, actually, 302 is actually, it's a federal, but the state maintains those. Any federal highway like Route 2, 302, they're part of the state lines too, because when it comes through here, it's hooked up with Vermont 14. So any of those are the state's responsibility. There will be times if it's real bad and the state hasn't gotten to something, the city will throw a little patch on something. But it's not the city's responsibility. It's the state's responsibility. And I know you're talking about the
Washington Street.
Washington Street gully there.
Yep.
The city did last week put some fill in it. Now I don't know if it was recycled asphalt, crushed asphalt, or if it was just gravel. But then it rained, and the rain washed most of that out. Because I came through there the other day and forgot. Well, when I went out a couple days before, it was smooth. When I came back, I came that way a couple days after, and it rained, and I didn't slow down quite enough in time, and I
And
hit
the
'em.
hole was empty.
And the hole was empty. It had washed out.
Yep.
You know, in the state, I don't know, the city could call the state and say, you need to come up and throw some asphalt in this, because the city doesn't carry asphalt. They have cold patch that they use doing potholes. As we all know, that does not hold up. You put that in a pothole, and within probably a week, it's all worn out again. So,
And I mean, we also know that I guess we don't also know. A lot of people don't know. This has been discussed at City Council several times, where the state is who keeps kicking the can down the road. And now I think I heard at one point they said they won't be paving until 2027 now. And I think last meeting I heard 2029.
you heard right.
Is that what they said? 2029?
2029 now.
Is what they're saying for when they'll,
Yeah.
be paving. That's a ways out. So buckle up, I guess, and the city will just have to do the best they can possibly do. And I know that, I believe it was last year, that South Main Street got so bad it was actually dangerous.
Yeah.
And the city ended up paying for that out of their budget, took that money.
Yes.
And it's a mess again because they could still only do
Right.
like a top coat.
Right.
It's not like they took it down to, the very bottom and started over. They resurfaced.
It's a skim coat is all it is.
Is all it is, which is still better than a cold patch, but it's not a long-term fix. And I think that short-term fix was thinking, well, the state's going to pave it anyways because it's on the
Right.
list. And they didn't know they were going to kick it down the road,
Right.
But that's exactly what happened. And now it sounds like that's exactly what's happening again.
And last year we had a vendor that the city had hired to do city streets. I think it was last year. We had them come in, and remember we had the I'd say they were almost like trenches right down North Main Street here.
Yes.
And yeah, people were actually stumbling going across a crosswalk. So we had a vendor that we were using. They came in and did that section of North Main Street, so at least people could cross the street without stumbling.
Right.
And again, that was because the state said we weren't going to get to that one. That's when they said 27, and now it's 29.
Yeah.
So.
And another big complaint is I guess, hummocks at the intersection.
That is
right
terrible.
here, Maple Avenue, that whole thing. I mean, that bump, when you come off the Beltline and are going to head over to Maple Avenue, that thing is serious.
You could catch some air there.
You can catch air
Yeah.
there. I will be the first to tell you that you absolutely can catch air there. And I may or may not know that from some of the days that I've had to come in here on two wheels.
I'd feel safe betting that yes, you did catch air.
Yeah. But that thing could do some serious damage.
Yeah. If you
to
stop and look
car.
at, like this time of year, well, now it's winding down, but people that, only bring these cars out in the summer, some Corvettes or some, BMW convertibles, nice little low riding cars.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare take one across that intersection.
No, me either. Absolutely terrible. Tonight, Michael and I will be here at 7:00 for the weekly wrap, and we're gonna have an old friend Sam with us. He's gonna come and join us. That'll be some fun, but it could be a little bit as well.
A little bit.
Because we're going to talk about the Howard Center handing out crack pipes. Now, they announced that they're not going to hand out crack pipes anymore. They announced that. Well, good for you, because I can't believe that you were handing them out to begin with. And I'm a huge supporter of Turning Point. The Turning Point Center here in Barrie. I think they do amazing things. Central Vermont Turning Point Center. And the Vermont Prevention Coalition and the Treatment Corps and different things. I'm a huge supporter, and I want to do anything and everything I can to support recovery and getting well and better treatment, better aftercare, those sorts of things. I will shout from the rooftops, but I'm going to tell you right now that never once when I was administering Narcan, never once when I witnessed my son having an overdose or was up for 3 days wondering and worrying if he was in a ditch or, whatever. Never once did I think to myself, I know what I'll do. I'll make this all better. I will make sure that he always has a fresh, new, shiny crack pipe. People are out of their fucking minds, straight up out of their fucking minds. And the people that defend it just blow me away because they call that harm reduction. How is giving somebody a crack pipe harm reduction? Are you following them around all night, making sure that the crack that they put in there and smoke isn't laced with fentanyl or xylazine, or that they're, not also doing other drugs and smoking, something worse? Like, are you okay with? I don't. It blows my mind. I like literally. I can't even. I was so mad when I read it, and when I get madder, more and more mad every time when people defend that.
Yeah.
I struggle with the needles and the safe
injection sites
already.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but you add that they've been giving out free crack pipes, and I think to myself, we can't even get people into rehab for more than 14 days, and you're buying crack pipes. With the opioid crisis settlement money, that's how you're choosing to spend it. How about getting people some freaking help?
Exactly.
So they can become productive members of society. Pour that money into the Turning Point Center or places that are truly trying to help people learn and grow and get well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which I believe the city's done with their money that they've received.
They have. Yeah, they have. They've been, and there is some more money on the table. And I think they encouraged the Turning Point Center to, to ask for more because they would help. There's actually a legislative breakfast coming up on the 11th that 802 Scoop is sponsoring. We've given a donation to sponsor that event, and I will be attending. And I hope that our legislatures really listen to people that matter instead of doing what these asshats that think new crack pipes are the answer. I hope that they listen to people like me and the people that live, that work at the Turning Point Center, and people that live this every day and actually know what they need, not just some schmuck that has, some idea in their head. They have no lived experience. They just have an idea in their head of what they think might work because of all the stuff they've heard or read or whatever. Until you've walked a mile in this path, you shouldn't be making any decisions. You really should be asking as many questions as you possibly can and saying, what can we do to make a difference? And then do that. Yeah. Don't listen half-assed and then still use your dumbass idea anyways that hasn't worked for years. Yeah. Yeah. Get over yourselves, forget the soapbox, and actually do something that's going to work and help. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I say to all of them. I even tell Michael that. No. He tries. He listens. He tries, but he's not getting it. Because in his mind's already spinning a million miles an hour that he has the answer, but he is so far away from the answer. Yeah. And And he will never get there unless he listens.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah. And that's the same with all of them, the majority of them.
Yeah.
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 There are a few that have tried really hard over the years, but when you just take a couple, just like with anything, if only a couple of people know what they're talking about and they're trying to push something along, and the rest of them poo-poo it because they want their, but they've got the grand idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
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 But we need help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And free crack pipes is not the
Yeah,
answer.
when I heard that, I heard it this morning on the news, and I'm like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
they thinking?
Yeah, and someone said, how much money does it actually cost? And I said, $10 is too much. How much it costs is somebody's life, possibly.
Right.
When they load that thing with crack cocaine or heroin that is laced, or that's what it costs. Somebody's life, you idiot.
Yep.
It gets me. Yeah.
Well, the other big issue going around now is the meeting last night regarding building the new career center.
Oh, I know.
I've already turned in my ballot,
Yeah, me too. I'm a hard no.
so am I.
Straight up honest. Hard no.
When I looked at it, and that building was there when I was in high school. I graduated in 1974, and I did a little math, and while I was there,
My turn. 2 years after I was born, you graduated. That
you.
gets you back for the witch's hat.
yes, I love you too. But I looked it up, and in those 4 years I was there, so my senior year and then the three classes under me, there was like almost 1,400 kids in that school at the time. It's about half of that now. So look at that space and see what you can do. If you're not, and damn well your enrollment in the regular high school is not going to go up. In fact, if they do more of this realignments, it's going to go down. So now what are you going to do with this building that was built to hold 1,400 that only has 650 now? Remodel it. Remodel that building so that you can keep everything in the one spot instead of going out and building a multi-million-dollar building.
I agree, 100%.
But they say they've done their due diligence, that they've looked at everything. And
I don't know about that. And what about I've been told that the redistricting could also affect the bottom line, and it could leave less schools paying toward, or less towns paying toward
Yes.
this new crazy building. And so literally you could end up with Berry City, Berry Town, and maybe one other community contributing to this crazy thing. So maybe it's only going to affect people's taxes by a couple $100 this year, which I still think is a lot. But what about in the years to come when we don't have as many schools and towns contributing?
Yeah.
I think it's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy idea, and I still maintain that I think the class sizes are shit.
Yeah.
We graduated like well over 200, maybe close to 300, and they're graduating under 100 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Students, or maybe just over 100. I mean, it's like half, if not more than, like 70% less than what it was when we were kids. And they don't even need that. Put all the kids from the high school in the elementary school in the city, and put all the elementary schools in the town, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And just turn Spalding into the center. Use what you've got.
Yeah.
And sure, you're going to have to probably invest in each school to make it work, but nowhere near the kind of money
Nowhere near
that they're talking about spending right
almost
now.
$150 million.
Yeah. Insane. I was a hard no as well. I want our kids to be able to get trades. I think trades are super important. I think that we should push that more than we push college
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
I think we push college way too much.
I feel the same way. And I've
Yeah.
always thought that, there are, even back when I was in high school, there were kids that weren't going to make it through college, weren't going to go to college, and were going to get a job like, HVAC or automotive, and it worked great for them. And it still works great for them.
Yeah.
And it shows because more kids want to get into that program. But that doesn't mean, all of a sudden you just take $150 million and build a brand new building when there is a chance that it could all fit in that one building.
Yeah, absolutely. Or like you said, with some modifications.
Yeah.
I'm sure there would need to be some modifications.
Well, they said they
but
need,
not a ton.
for some of the programs, they need higher ceilings. Okay, well, it's worked so far. It's been working for automotive and building trades with what they had. But if you're not using that whole building for, what I call regular student space, then you separate that, you maybe put an addition up, going up, so that you could have more of that space.
Or take out a
And I
ceiling on the lower level and
and I don't think it's going to cost
modify.
$150 million to do that.
No, probably not. And same with, like, they say, well, what about athletics and the fields and the this and the that? Berrytown has a pretty amazing setup up there. There's certainly ample room at the city on that end of this. Those things can still happen. No one's taking those things away. It would be a little different for a lot less than money than what you're talking about with this building.
Yeah.
I support the trades. I don't support that
No.
amount of money for a building. It just seems insane to me. But I don't know. It's not the popular opinion, I'm sure. We know how that goes, but my opinion usually isn't the popular opinion anyway.
Yeah, you know what? You got to look at your wallet and say, can I afford
Exactly.
this much more in taxes for what I have now?
And it always blows my mind, the people that try to make you, you don't give a shit about the kids, you don't. And it's so not true. Don't play the guilt trip bullshit with me, because you have no idea what I've got on my plate. You have no idea how much money I fork over every month out of pocket for medical expenses and the other shit that I piled up in my life. And if I say that $200 more a year is just too much, then that's what it is for me. Maybe it isn't for you. Maybe that works fine for you. But I think the majority of people, it doesn't work for right now. And it won't for a long time. I don't see us going backwards in this whole, things aren't going to get cheaper. They may stay the same, but they've got us over the barrel right now, right? We're not going to see huge decreases ever again, because we're making it work somehow. And they know we're making it work somehow. So nothing is going to change that dramatically. But we better get a grip on it so that it doesn't keep increasing and increasing and increasing.
Right.
Or forget it. It's freaking cold in here. And I'm getting a little bit
I wonder why you keep looking at the thermostat.
Well, I've cranked it up 4 times, yet I still do not hear the heat coming on.
Uh-oh.
So that's concerning to me, because I now have the thermostat cranked to 78 and nothing.
And nothing's...
And it says it's 66 degrees in here.
Your sweater's not heavy enough?
No.
Should have worn your hoodie.
I'm cold.
This is the best hoodie in the world here.
I know. And you know where I got that hoodie? You know where we got our hoodies? Yipes.
Yeah,
They
see?
have the best
There you go.
quality. They do. You get a sweatshirt there. A lot of places you get the logoed things, and they're thin, shitty quality.
Yeah.
They don't wash
Oh, this is a
well.
good
The-
one.
The
Ooh.
details, the decals come off. Nope, not. You could wash that thing a million times.
Oh, nice and,
It's insane.
little fuzzy inside there.
It's true. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. So, I think we're good. I think we have covered just about everything that we could cover. There's lots of stuff going on this weekend, though.
Yeah.
So check out the different events. We've posted several of them, and like you say, baseball's wrapping up. Check out a game. Bring the kids. Just get outside.
Let's see, we got-
bundle up and enjoy some weather.
The weather of the weekend. Ooh. Saturday, sunny and 62. Sunday, 50% chance of rain, 59. Looks like we got a few days of rain coming up.
Which really won't be bad.
No.
I
The
mean,
temperatures are going to be in the low to high 50s. And we need the rain.
Yeah.
I saw somebody had made a post on Facebook earlier today. They were up in Burlington area, and it must have been near the sandbar or somewhere around there. Where there's where the little islands. You can see the little islands out.
Yeah.
They actually could walk.
Walk out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I've seen the videos of people walking out and collecting stones, and they showed videos how some of the stones are wedged in there in these fine layers and make these paths out to the like crazy.
Yeah.
But it would be really neat to go up there and walk out
It
right
would be.
now to kind
Yeah.
of look and see what was there. But yeah.
I've got a friend Debbie that lives
We
up
still need
right up
some
there.
more.
I should reach
We
out to
still
her
need-
and see if she's been out and.
Checked it out.
Yeah.
We still do need more rain. And the burn bans are still in effect. Those did not change with the recent rain. That didn't
Yeah.
change at all. So make sure that you're not burning in your fire pits still, because that's not allowed.
Yeah.
And this weekend, make sure you get out and enjoy a bologna sandwich over at Wilkins in memory of Barb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tonight, tune in with Michael and I and a special guest, Sam. Sam's going to come in and join us.
Sam, I am.
Sam, I am. Yeah, he's a great guy. We have video of him riding Michael's bike too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he didn't want me to know about it, but
We need
both,
to
yeah.
get him to bring that up to the auditorium so
right
we can
before
ride
it's
around.
too late. Yes, absolutely. So tune in at 7. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm going to go find out why the furnace isn't coming on.
I think we better look at that right now.
Yes, we better. So take care, everyone.